Thank you, sir. I check out now.
Okay.
Alright, goodbye. Thank you. Thought I'd get some petrol before getting onto the island, but the guys are having their lunch and they just went like that. So I quite like the fact that lunch comes before work. Good on them. Katba Island, 12 o'clock.
Yes.
One person, one bike. Thank you. We have quite a crowd waiting for the 12 o'clock ferry. And then there's this dude. So I think the ferry crossing is about 40 minutes and it costs 80,000 dong, so like £2.60 or 70, something like that for me and my bike. Fantastic. I am so glad to be out of that hotel. It was really bad. There was a beeping all night from the corridor, some electrical beeping, some weird like, I don't even know, it was like a drilling noise. It was really weird. The family were pretty noisy, so yeah, I'd like to say I'm done with cheap hotels, but then tonight I've gone and booked an even cheaper one. But it does look like it's in the middle of nature, it's in the middle of a national park, and all the reviews say that it's very quiet. £6 it's cost. Let's see what we're in for. I realise I need to ignore hotels where the reviews say how amazing the family are. Like, that's great, nice to have a nice family running the place, but usually it just means they're very noisy and I'm not staying in the hotel to meet the family. So yeah, I'm going to be focusing much more on what the reviews say about facilities and basically whether they're quiet or not. Really hoping that the next place I find I can stay for like 2 or 3 days. This is some interesting packing work, look at this. 2 bicycles together. Like connected with the bags, how strange. Really wanted to stay somewhere for like 3 days. I hate this getting up and moving every day. And I'm really feeling the need for nature. Like, it's been about 10 days since I've been in nature. I spent a week in Hanoi, 3 days traveling to Hanoi in crappy motels by the side of motorways. So yeah, it's ages since I've just been in nature. So I'm pretty sure this next place is that. I'd love to know this guy's story. I mean, how do you end up as a white man in Vietnam busking? Like, I'm not criticising it, I'm just I'd just love to hear his story and how he makes it work visa-wise. And you know, I wouldn't have thought, I mean, I don't think strictly you are allowed to do that. I think it would be classed as working. It certainly would be in Thailand. Yeah, but I think in general a blind eye is turned. I mean, he's not doing any harm, is he? But I mean, really, you're meant to have, like, say, $2,000 a month or something like that to be able to support yourself as a foreigner in these places. He don't look like he's got $2,000 a month to me. So yeah, just interesting. I'd love to hear his story. Maybe I should ask him, but he looks a bit preoccupied. I guess that's the next stage of my YouTubing journey, is getting more confident. Oh, it looks like we're going. More confident in situations like that where, you know, I just start asking people and not giving a fuck about their response. And, you know, already I can connect with, yeah, of course I don't give a fuck, I'm never going to see him again, who cares, it'll make the content better, it'll be interesting, I'll actually talk to people. But it is also quite daunting. Right, so it looks like we drive through this bit down to the ferry bit that I showed you yesterday. Fantastic, this is great news. Alright, here we go, down onto the ferry. I like the message on this guy's t-shirt. Your opinion means very little to me. Good job, mate, because I've probably got a few about you, like something along the lines of being a pleb. Anyway, we're heading towards those big mountains. Here are the people driving us to Cat Bay Island. So these guys have just said it's a 2-hour boat trip and they're about to crack open the beer, so that's a bit concerning, but it is what it is. Anyway, these mountains, they are just spectacular. So I think we actually go through these on this ferry trip. I think yeah, like, as you can see, all those boats are going through that bit. I think, judging by the maps, that when I did my little bit of research, we definitely go through these mountains, so it should be quite a beautiful trip. Now, these things are everywhere. Like in the marina, there's more than 100 of them, so obviously every tourist that comes here does the Ha Lang Bay cruise. But I can't think of anything worse than being on that for 5 or 6 hours. So I'm not sure I'm going to do it. It depends how much we see here, I guess, because obviously I do want to see all this, but I don't want to be on a big monkey pleb boat for fucking hours. And when I sit here and think, oh, I'm going to be with all these plebs for 2 hours, I just think there's no way I'm going to pay to do that on another boat. I think this is more than enough. Oh, that's quite interesting. What do you call them? Glider planes? Water planes? Some sort of plane on the water anyway. So whilst this is obviously spectacular, like I've said in the previous videos, there's just, I mean, there is literally a grey smog or mist, I'm not sure what it is exactly, but there's just something about Vietnam that is just a bit low vibrational, a bit grey, a bit drab. Like, even in these stunning parts, it's, you know, you can barely see it, it's like grey. It's just very grey, but still very beautiful and, you know, all good. It just doesn't sparkle like Bali does. There's such a difference. It will never be my new normal. It will never feel normal to me that people will sit on a boat with the sea winds blowing all around them in a fucking mask. It is the ultimate retardation. Just observing my mind and the stories it tells itself, stories such as, I'm bored, I'm looking forward to this ferry ride being over. But then you think, for what? To get into a hotel room and watch YouTube? Like, just amazing, isn't it? Amazing how much we avoid just being and being still and tell ourselves that it's boring. But actually this is much better than watching a YouTube video in a hotel room, I think. I'm just going, it's just what I'm going through at the moment, this like deep state of nothingness, of like nothing entertains me, nothing grabs me, nothing excites me. And I think it's basically because I've seen through every system in the Western world, certainly, and seen that it's all a lie, and, you know, realise that the life we live is very meaningless and very pointless and doesn't have much purpose to it because everything's a lie and people are just completely lost in the lie. So yeah, I think it's quite justified. Let me know what you think in the comments. But yeah, it's beautiful and boring, but it's not a reflection on the place, it's just the way it is being a human nowadays. And it just amazes me how many plebs there are, like people still travelling and doing this. Like, maybe it's because I just haven't seen any for a little while, but it just amazes me that people are still living as if society isn't ending. Like, why aren't all these people prepping? You know, maybe they're doing what I'm doing, and maybe they're just trying to escape the West and moving around and seeing places while they're doing it, but I don't know, I feel like most of these are tourists. Most of these are just like, oh, everything's fine, let's go on our yearly holiday to Vietnam. We don't live under absolute tyranny and mayhem, and there isn't about to be a massive culling of a population. Let's just take a little trip around these islands. It is all getting rather spectacular, I must say. This is pretty incredible. I've never seen scenery like this where mounds just appear out of nowhere. Over water, I guess you could say. Oh, no thank you. We've got the sales lady here. Hello, beer. No thanks. Oh, she's got a buyer. She's got 2 buyers, 2 fat plebs want the beer poison. Fantastic. I'm all for it. I'm just trying to be funny. I'm going to go and poison myself, or medicate, you could say, with some marijuana when we get to the other side. So it's just not my chosen poison, that's all. I'm not really into government approved poisons. I think you're much better off using the ones that they say you shouldn't use, because there's a good reason why they do tell you, particularly hallucinogens, why you shouldn't use them. It's because if everyone took a hallucinogen tomorrow, there would be no more government. We'd all see through it. And I think just ganja has very similar qualities as well, so no wonder they... Oh, and then the other thing with ganja is the fact it does everything. Like, makes paper, buildings, heating, like, I mean, you can do everything with ganja. Oh, and it's a medicine that would wipe out shitloads of pharmaceuticals. Allegedly, maybe, perhaps. Ooh, let's look at this. Isn't it nice? Fantastic! I couldn't think of anything worse than speaking to a woman. That's it, end of sentence. No, I'm joking, sort of. I couldn't think of anything worse than speaking to a woman under the age of 40. You know, I do speak to a few women, but they're all 40 plus. The idea of speaking to a young woman who's drinking a beer, I mean, I guess people want to have sex with them. I don't get that feeling at all. So I guess that's why people do it, but I just can't, like, just listening to what's coming out of her mouth and just like the tone of it and everything, just the airheady, poorly thought out, and in fact not thought out at all, noises that are coming out of her mouth. It's just like, what is the point? And what is the point in speaking to any female under the age of 40, or any person really under the age of 40, or just any person, full stop? It's basically my motto. I very rarely, well, I really should be showing you this. It is getting rather spectacular, but all kind of samey as well. Yeah, I should definitely be more positive. This is amazing. Oh my god, this is my life. What an experience. I'm cruising through Halong Bay. This is the sort of people that people dream, the sort of thing that people dream of doing once in a lifetime. And I'm just doing it as a little like, ooh, let's get to the next place. So yeah, I am very blessed. I do appreciate that. I also can't wait to get stoned and watch YouTube. Wow, this is amazing. It is definitely satisfying any need or any thought I had of maybe doing the cruise. I think this is more than enough. I've seen enough mounds. It's fantastic. I can tick that one off and just chill. Wow, look at that one. That is such a mad shape. I'd love to see what's under the water. That would be very interesting. I mean, presumably we're just seeing the tips. Or are they just tree stumps from back when the world used to be covered with all sorts of crazy things like giants and dragons? And if you think I'm crazy, we need to do a bit more research. Most mountains, or many mountains I should say, are definitely tree stumps of giant trees that we can't even comprehend. So much evidence, and it's just so clear once you look into it. There's also blooming giant and dragon carcasses everywhere, and many mountains are made up of those too. Very, very interesting, but maybe you just like to watch the BBC News and Netflix and dismiss all of that. It's crazy. Wow, oh, I've just missed it. That was such a great shot of modern relationships. They were having a hug and they were both texting behind each other's backs, and he feels the need to walk around with a massive speaker system because he's so avoidant of any sort of silence or meeting of self, and she's been completely victimized by feminism and is now wearing a suit like a man who works. Oh, nice modern couple. I wonder if she pegs him every night. Let me know what you think in the comments. The gender roles are fucked now. He listens to his stereo system. Push, 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 push. These are all the cruise day boats that I told you about. I mean, it just feels like a zoo to me, really. You know, it doesn't feel very luxurious, and you know, you're just in amongst loads of them, and this is in low season as well. I guess this is where they all stop to have lunch, but yeah, it doesn't feel like something I want to do at all. I feel like I'd just be on there like, okay, when do I get to get away from all these plebs? And it'd be different if you had your own bedroom, but the ones I've seen are definitely just day boats, and they look like these, so I think these are day boats. That one could have bedrooms potentially, but the rest of them I'm pretty sure are day boats. Yeah, cruising, I don't get cruising at all. Yeah, it just feels very claustrophobic and like you're trapped. That's how it feels to me anyway. There's a little town here, or is it a boat? No, I'm pretty sure there's like buildings here. So I'm hoping we're nearing the end. We've been going for probably a little over an hour. But yeah, the northern part of Cat Bay, what are they cheering about? The northern part of Cat Bay. Oh, we're waving. We're doing the whole, you're on a boat, we're on a boat, let's all wave at each other. Oh my goodness, do they not get bored of it? And they look like boat workers. Wow, they're proper going for it. Wow, simple minds. Amazing. I guess it's nice really, but I just find stuff like that tedious. and pointless. But yeah, the north of Cat Bay I think is beautiful. I think it's all like this, but I don't think there's many hotels or any hotels there. So I'm staying like midway down Cat Bay, which is in the national park, and then the south of the island is where most of the hotels and all the action seems to be. But you know, I'd like to stay up here and just look at this, but not from a boat with lots of plebs. So it looks like we're not headed for this little tiny bit of civilization, which does make sense because it seems to just be attached to a random mound. So yes, it looks like there is still a fair chunk of the journey left to go, and it is a 2-hour boat ride. Oh great. These guys have got the right idea. They've got a new friend, not just the token. Really a token though, is it, when we're 8% of the world population and they're something like, I don't know, 60-70%. I think we're the tokens. I'm not sure if it's wishful thinking, but it does feel like we're turning. Could it be possible that we're turning to link up with that, and that this journey is almost over? I think we are. We're turning. Oh great. I was just thinking, well, if it's another hour I might have to roll a joint, but I really don't want to do that. I want to wait, I want to have some lunch, I want to get to my hotel, I want to properly relax. I don't want it to be just an addiction move. I want it to be I want it to be you know, this is the right time to get stoned kind of move. Oh, great news. I am so glad. I mean, it's been beautiful. We've itched any desire to do any sort of cruise itch. We've seen the mounds, but now it's time to get on my bike, get to a hotel, get high and watch some YouTube. Although I do need some scram first, which I'm also very much looking forward to eating. Stuff like this is really good, how people just come together over stuff like that. Yeah, when I saw them all earlier doing it together, I assumed they were all friends travelling together, but no, it's just the 2 German guys and then everyone else joins in. Yeah, I should have more confidence to do stuff like that in the future. That's cool. It's what travelling's about, isn't it? Not just being a bloody loner, a bloody Billy no mates. Who would do that? So these 2 are the main instigators, and everyone else just joins in, and it's all fine. I remember when I was a kid, waiting to be invited to play football in like a holiday resort and sitting on the side for ages and watching all these other people just join in and feeling like I had to wait to be given permission. It was all very strange. What the fuck's going on there? They're honestly putting that massive barrel on a bike. Wow. And it's going to need strapping on, presumably. What? He's just balanced it on? There's no way he's just going to ride without balance. I think he's just having a laugh. Anyway, might as well go and get on my bike. Everyone's getting ready to leave. I love how, you know, I just parked where I wanted. No one told me where to park. And now it's all just a free-fall to get off. A free-for-all to get off. There's no staff. I think it's the first time I've ever been on a ferry where there's no staff pointing and directing you off. All right, let's go. I'm sure there's just one major road on this island, so I'm not going to bother with my sat nav. I'm just going to do some driving down what I'm pretty sure is the only road, this one, until you get to the south at least, and then there's a few more little roads. And then we'll find some food and try and work out where the hotel is shortly. Well, it's quite a spectacular road to be driving on. What the fuck are you beeping at? I'm literally just driving along, mate. Just loads. Just go fast. There you go. There you go. No need to get all beepy about it, is for now. Wow, this is stunning. Fucking hell, this is what I was talking about. This is why we came to Ha Long Bay and the sunshine, supposed sunshine. It's definitely brighter than it was in central Vietnam. Oh shit. I'm down to my last bar of petrol, and this doesn't look like the sort of place that's going to have a petrol station anytime soon. Good, I was hoping for a sign like this. Hello, can I get some? Fantastic, one of those big bottles should do the job. Please?
50,000 for.
Okay, no problem. It's 50,000 for one of these big bottles, which, you know, will be a bit more than you'd pay at the garage, but it seems pretty reasonable. I think it's about 80,000 to fill the whole tank, so I imagine that's going to do 2/3. Oh wow, pretty much a full tank, that's great. Okay, onwards. Always such a relief when you're coming to the end of your petrol in a place like this and then you find a nice petrol place. Oh, this place is absolutely spectacular. Look at the backdrops. This little village, imagine just growing up as a child in this. Mental. But also completely not mental and totally calm and normal. Right, let's get some food. Let's eat here, I think. Oh, smoothies, perfect. Oh. Ooh. Maybe we won't eat here. Fuck's sake, but they've got a menu with English on and I am very hungry. And they say they do smoothies. So, hey! How's it going? Oh, fantastic!
Oh, very good.
Thank you, perfect! Ooh, my £1.10 smoothies just arrived. Very good it is too, very, very good. And then I got some rice beefing, and then they do salt coffee as well, so we might have a little smoky smoo here. I've just had a look, we're only a 15-minute drive from the hotel, which does look really nice. I'm very excited. Excited isn't really the word, I don't really do excitement anymore. I don't do, ooh, external thing. But there's a sense of satisfaction, warmth, and calmness, that's what I mean. Isn't this interesting? A jar full of cigarettes. In case you need to buy any cigarettes while you're at the restaurant, why not? Fantastic! That looks great, thank you very much. Perfect! So it's the usual, you can have it with beef, or you can have it with veg, or you can have it with egg. So I asked for beef and veg, no problem. Such an amazing drive. Like, I haven't even taken my boots off yet, I haven't grounded, I haven't got into it at all, but just driving through those mountains, butterflies, greenery everywhere. Oh, it feels so good after 10, 12, maybe even 2 weeks in cities and staying on the sides of motorways. But yeah, here we are at the Cat Bar Countryside Homestay. Very exciting. Oh, thank you. I've left my bike on as always. I have booking.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cheers. Doggo. Yeah, it looks super chilled.
You're booking here?
Hello.
The name is
Tom.
Tom. Okay. Em xem khách ăn nhiều anh nhé.
Right, let's go and see our room. There's a swimming pool. Don't think I'm going in that. A gorgeous setting. Like I said, all the reviews said it was really quiet. Nice place to stay. So, alright, yeah, it's little bungalows, I'm just remembering. I looked at quite a few different ones, but this looks good for £6. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, wow. Ooh, it smells quite musty, but that's to be expected in a little mobile home thing. But yeah, very happy, as long as there's not any noisy neighbours, which you'd have thought the type of person that comes here, you'd have thought if you want to be noisy and party. Ooh, let's get rid of that. Straight outside. Not into poisons, but yeah, you'd have thought if you want to party and all that, you'd be going down south to the city. Oh man, I would really like to just stay here for 3 days and wow, do very little. Just look at mountains and smoke and sleep and edit videos. Perfect, perfect, thank you. Oh, I love it. I've just been for a little walk up here. Nice place to record videos, really nice. But, can you hear it? The guy in the front desk, his radio, like you can just hear it in the room. So I think that would stop me booking another night here. But apart from that, it's perfect. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but a bar, I assume, has just started playing like proper bomb, 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 bomb music. Is it the bar that... Is it this one? No, it's coming from further there. Yeah, that's the problem with these idyllic places, like they're so beautiful, and then it just, you get one bar and there's always one or a neighbour doing karaoke or something, and yeah, it just takes all the peace and tranquility out of the space. So I booked an apartment tomorrow. I'm going to try something totally different in the city, but it's not really a city, and it's on this island. About £20, hoping to get some quiet. What a shame. It doesn't even take that, like that couple you just saw, they were sat outside their apartment, you know, just living, not being noisy or anything, just having a conversation. But yeah, I just can't stand being in a space where I can hear other people's voices and other people's music and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it's such a shame, because look, I mean, it's such a beautiful spot. But yeah, try something different tomorrow. God, it's so beautiful. This is just out on the road from where I'm staying, but yeah, the music is coming from over there somewhere. Yeah, hopefully it won't go on too long. It's about 4 PM. I'm kind of worried it's going to go on all night. Anyway, let's go and get some scram. Looks like this one wants some belly tickles. You want some belly tickles? Oh, look, it's a bit scary. No, not really. So we're going a little bit off the beaten track, but I believe this restaurant has ostriches. Ostriches. Those big bird things. Oh, it was closed, but my god, it is so beautiful around here. It's such a shame there's nowhere to stay, but I can't find anywhere that isn't cabins. And I'm just not doing cabins. They look great. I mean, the ones I'm in now don't look great, but usually they look great, and there's lots around that look really great, but you know, you can just hear everything through the non-existent walls. I can't do it. But yeah, I would love to stay in these hills for a few days, man. They are just spectacular. So it's calmed down a bit music-wise, but 3 fairly young girls moved into a cabin pretty near me, and you can just hear them squealing and laughing. And then there's family stuff going on, so it's all very nice, really nice atmosphere, but just too noisy for me. So yeah, looking forward to moving to that apartment tomorrow. A bit sad to be leaving these amazing hills, but I'm pretty sure where I'm moving to tomorrow is going to be pretty much the same, but with sea as well. So hopefully you'll come along to see that. Hit the subscribe button to make sure you do. Press like. Just press the fucking buttons, alright? See you later.
Left the grey skies of the UK behind, chasing truth, not likes, not trying to rewind. Landed in Mexico, soul on fire. South America is calling, I climb higher. Big love to the ones who ride with me. No mask, no filters, just honesty. Will I make it as a dreamer on the stream, telling it all, the mess and the gleam. Digital nomad with a rebel's tone, speak my mind even when I stand alone. No holds barred, just me on display, sharing the raw of every day. Not chasing fame, just truth on the go. From Wi-Fi cafes to mountain roads, if I rise or fall, I'll still be me, an open book on this odyssey. Big love to the ones who ride with me. No mice, no filters, just honesty. Will I make it as a dreamer on the stream, telling it all, the mess and the gleam. Digital nomad with a rebel's tone, speak my mind even when I stand alone. No holds barred, just me on display, sharing the raw of every day. Not chasing fame, just truth on the go. From Wi-Fi cafes to mountain roads, if I rise or fall, I'll still be me, an open book on this odyssey. Not chasing fame, just truth on the go. From Wi-Fi cafes to mountain roads, if I rise or fall, I'll still be me, an open book on this odyssey. From Mexico dust to Andes breeze, I share my soul, I chase my peace. No going back, no scripted scene, just real life dreams on a glowing screen.